So guys, this indicator setup I'm going to share with you guys in this video is amazing. I just sent this call to the community and immediately I sent the call. It wasn't up to 5 seconds when the spike came, guys. So this strategy will help you catch multiple spikes in the market. It is just a very simple indicator setup for beginners, and trust me guys, if you use this properly, you would be able to make quick money from the market. All right, let's quickly go into it. I don't want this video to be very long, so let's just quickly set up our indicator. We are using the EMA. We are using the EMA moving average for this one. We are going to be having two different EMA moving average on our main charts. We are not doing too much. So for the first one, we'll be adding period of 9 shift 0 method exponential applied to close levels are not needed, so you skip. And for my visualization for style, you see I'm using a color that is visible on my chart. So you want to equally use a color that will be visible on your chart. If my chart, the background of my chart is white color, so I'm using red here, and I'll click done. And then the next one would be the period of 30 moving average, EMA exponential moving average, so period of 30, apply to close, shift 0 method exponential. Like I said, when you click that, you will see a couple of options, so you just go for exponential. For visualization here, you can see I'm using the blue color, right? This color will also be visible on my chart. So when I click done, I'll be having my two EMA moving average on my chart, just like what I have on here. So this guy is just for you to catch quick spikes and leave the market before it's too late. All right, catch quick spikes and leave the market before it is too late. I always like to emphasize the need to learn to do this by yourself without the help of these indicators. The reason is that the indicators don't always give accurate information, right? Sometimes it tends to lag and might at that point give you inaccurate information, right? So that's to say price might have moved faster than the indicator or slower than the indicator. Okay, so you will be of great advantage if you know how to study your market structure, you know how to interpret the candlestick formation, the candlestick patterns, and if you know how to mark out your key levels. These are the three strong aspects of technical analysis that everybody needs. Okay, you want to learn more about it, it can be a part of our mentorship. The next mentorship program is going to be even much more better than the previous ones because we have a lot of good stuff coming. So it can be a part of that. If you're an early bird, you would be privileged to join up through a special offer. All right, so reach out. My WhatsApp number will be in the description of this video, so you can reach out to me and plan to participate. Also find our Telegram group link in the description section of this video. Okay, so quickly let's look at how this indicator works. First thing first, I like to be on the safe side, so I want to see that there are multiple rejections from the higher time frame, right? I want to see that price has been giving me a bearish momentum. I want to see that the market has consistently been selling, and that is market structure. I want to see more of lower lows. I want to see a series of lower lows in the chart, a bearish structure in the chart. And if that is clear, which is just what we have here, you can see if you don't know how to do it without the indicators, then you can as well allow the indicators here to guide you. So basically you want to see price run below your indicator, just like here. You can see that right from this level down, price was consistently moving below the indicator, so that's a sign that price is in a downtrend. Okay, so if you let me take this out. So if you go to this other place, you notice that here price was consistently moving above the indicators, right? So this is not a time for you to want to be selling the crash 1000 index markets. Rather, this is the time for you to look for buying opportunities. Okay, but since we are trying to catch spikes, we want to be selling. So you wait for a time when you consistently see price moving below the moving average, right? Just like here, you can see that price was always dropping downwards whenever it hits the moving average on our charts. Whenever price, like here, again, this is another example. So here you can see how price was consistently running downwards, running to the downside. I mean, whenever there is a pullback to the moving average, okay, price will pull back into the moving average and make a very strong bearish run to the downside. And then when it eventually retests the moving average again, you see another bearish run to the downside. So that's what you want to see. This is another example of what I'm talking about. So that's what you want to see on your chart before you think of selling the crash 1000 index market. Okay, this strategy can be used for both the crash 1000 index market and the boom 1000 index market. You just use them the opposite, the opposite ways, right? For the boom 1000 index market, you want to be catching spikes, you want to be buying to catch spikes, while in this case you want to be selling to catch spikes. So now we have what we are looking for. We now go to the 1 minute time frame. What are we looking for in the 1 minute time frame? We want to see that price spikes into the moving average and then goes back up into the moving average to retest it, and that will be an opportunity to sell. Okay, just like what we have here, you can see that here, when price spiked into this moving average, the next time it retested that moving average, this was a longer spike. Okay, so you can use this strategy to catch long spikes, multiple spikes. So what you do is, whenever you see that price has come into that moving average and has moved below it, that means that spiked the first time, you want to see that it goes back to retest that place. Okay, you want to see that it goes back to retest the two moving average lines on your chart, and you place your sell, and then your SL should be above the structure of the previous spike, right? So if I'm selling here, my SL will be above this structure here. Okay, let me go to the exact trade we are in right now, the exact place where I took the trade from. Here you can see that price, after having spiked the first time, which is this one, that was my prompt to sell. Okay, so I took my sell from here. I didn't actually wait for it to retest completely when I took my sell. Okay, but it was clear that price was going to retest that level and spike again, because it had followed the previous confirmations I just explained to you guys. So having spiked the first time and then coming back to retest again, I started making my entries, and then price spiked immediately after it retested the new the moving average, the next moving average. Okay, so whenever there's another spike from that level, from the moving average level, I'm going to wait for price to go back up again, and then I will target the next spike, right? I'll target the next spike. Okay, that's exactly how it works. It's not so difficult. So here you can see that after this first spike, the next one was longer. After this spike here, after price went back to that level, the next spike was a longer one. It was a longer spike, and above that level would be my SL, right? Above that level, the previous spike, above the structure of the previous spike, that would be my SL, and I will wait patiently to see what price does after that. Okay, so this is another example. After this spike, the next spike was a longer one. Okay, the next spike was a longer one. So that would have been my entry, and this would be my SL right here. Okay, so it is that simple, guys. It is that simple. You guys should just try this out and let me know your experiences in the comments. Make sure you attempt it on your demo first before you take it to your live account. Always make sure to practice before you apply it to your live account. And if you have any challenges, reach out. You can drop them in the comments, or you can reach out to me. My WhatsApp will be in the description of this video, so that I will be able to guide you guys from there. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next video.